EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us a dozen miles east of the National Mall at the home of the Commanders here in Landover, Maryland. Here's Matt Gay ready to get this one started. And off we go from just outside our nation's capital. This one deep in the landing zone. He'll return it from the 2. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Give a tight end motioning left here. Inside the 40. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
A try here for the extra point. It's up and through. And the 49ers are very quickly out to a 7-0 lead. 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Here's a first carry for their running back, and he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. They'll look to throw. Quick throw here is complete. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
That's deep for Olave. And this will be tracked down and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Brown.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
Purdy now, he'll throw on first down. He's got room past the 25. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
We had a feeling coming into the game that they were going to get this guy plenty of touches, and you can see from this early success why. The defense is going to have to make some adjustments here because they have had no answers thus far.
They'll come up here, first and 10. Out of the gun, it's Purdy. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Now give on the ground. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where.
He's got his big tight end. Touchdown, 49ers. That's his 8th touchdown of the season.
And that was just a great drive, really from start to finish, Mike. You could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. When you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns, man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
This taken at the 5. Now an opening past the 30. Still on the move. And he's going to take this one coast to coast. 95 yards. Touchdown, Washington. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this, and they go back and get a score of their own.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. That ball going to hop into the end zone. It's a touchback that will come out to the 20-yard line. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Purdy. He's got a man. It's CeeDee Lamb. Loose inside the 30. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 80 yards. Touchdown, San Francisco. The kicking team on for the extra point. He's got it. And the 49ers will take a 21-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
At the 37-yard line.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Back to throw. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. What about that? Out of bounds, all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for Washington. It covers 51 yards. A handoff as they try to run it here. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Now they'll set up to throw. To the goal line and in. Touchdown, Commanders. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Now Gay for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Commanders draw closer here. It's 21-14. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. He'll start at the 2. Now, on the return, he has lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate. Drive will start on the ground. Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's a 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. That one good for 26 yards.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Up the middle they go. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. So after 1, the Niners have the early advantage. And EA Sports NFL Sunday return. Here's 2nd and 9. Purdy. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 3rd down, it's Purdy. That's over the middle and intercepted.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy. great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll turn and hand this one off. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to be taken down.
Sudden change, so you find yourself defensively a little bit on your heels. Your offense just turned the ball over, and now you've got to go out and make a stand. Well, so far this offense has moved the ball pretty quickly, but can they dig in and at least force a field goal?
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
They went for it all on that one and just a little bit off. Ball winds up hitting the ground. They've got to move forward. The opportunities are out there. Better execution, better location, and they got some big plays in their future.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. They might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Here we go. Here we go. Hot go.
Throwing here on 3rd and goal. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Going for it all. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
You know, Mike, there's the saying in the NFL, take what the defense gives you. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you have to force a ball downfield. Show the defense you are willing to take big shots. Even though they weren't able to connect, it's going to have an impact the rest of the game.
Third down. Purdy. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens.
And he is going backwards. Good coverage there to make sure he did not get free. First and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Let's go now. Ready?
Now a give up the middle. And a short pickup, too. About the 42-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8.
Ready?
Olave is the motion man. He'll drop to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner route. He's got it. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they take it to the 20-yard line with that one. A big play there for Washington. 38 yards.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. Quick throw, taken in. And the Commanders are going to have 1st and goal as the tackle's made at about the 5-yard line. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. 5 yards from the house. They've got it 1st and goal.
Let's go. Ready.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Another one from the 5, 2nd down and goal.
Set it. Hot, hot. Ready, ready.
They'll look to throw yet again. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Chris Olave. Touchdown, Washington. Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
This taken in at the 8-yard line. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Purdy. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll be back just outside the nation's capital after this. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll run it on the inside handoff. He's inside the 30. And he's going to take this all the way home. Touchdown, San Francisco. That his 2nd touchdown of the game. This one number 7 on the year. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
Here we go. Not below 18. Shut up.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 33 yards. To the air now on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. This will be a 46-yard attempt. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders cut the deficit down to 1.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
That one's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Great job by the defense here, quickly realizing that this was going to be a draw. They're not caught off guard thinking that they're defending the pass. They're able to not only get in there for a stop, but they're able to take them down in the backfield for a loss.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A 1-point game as quarter 3 begins. And they'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Alert! Alert!
The 3rd quarter looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. The Niners have got it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery and the great return for the touchdown. And a terrific play for the defense to come up with the score that, Greg, extends their lead and really hurts the offense's momentum.
Mike, it's hard enough in this league when you find yourself trailing in the second half to be able to battle yourself back and try to end up winning this game. But when you have turnovers like that, that not only then extend the lead, it just makes that even a taller task.
A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. kickoff here, up the middle, and he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Here we go, set.
They'll stick with him again. And they will finally run him down up near midfield.
If you have a shot to bring him down early, you just can't miss, Mike. Not against a runner like this. If he slips that first tackle, you can see how much more he can add to a run.
From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
He'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He'll look middle here, and there's Olave.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Niners are going to have it at their own 32-yard line.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
On 2nd down, Purdy. Going right sideline and complete. Following the penalty, they'll run it. Has some room inside the 30. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
I've always gone by the philosophy, Mike, that the pass sets up the run. And in these last 2 plays, that's exactly what happened. You hit them with the big pass, they adjust. You soften them up a little bit, you take advantage for the big gain on the ground.
Purdy now, he'll throw on 1st down. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. He is in. Ricky Pearsall, touchdown, 49ers.
We all make such a big deal, Mike, when we see a quarterback go through his progression and deliver a deep downfield strike for a touchdown. But sometimes, just take what's easy, the easy pitch and catch, get an underneath completion. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. Takes what the defense gives them, and when you have a playmaker like that on the outside, they can do the rest with their feet after the catch, and the end result is still a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. Down the right sideline. And he will score. Touchdown, Commanders.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Now a run on first down. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap to Purdy. Short pass taken in by the tight end. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Right back to him on first down. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
A 2nd down throw here for Purdy. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Here's Purdy. That's over the middle and intercepted. Pick off by the rookie out of Miami. And the Commanders will take over here just past the 30.
You know, Mike, what I think is interesting is we had a chance to sit down with this young player this week leading up to today's game, and it kind of felt to both of us that he had a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. He fell to the 2nd round on draft night. In his mind, he thought he was a first-rounder. But I'll tell you what, whatever round he was drafted in, if he keeps making plays like this, there's going to be a lot of teams who are going to be kicking themselves for skipping over him on draft night.
His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that any time a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. to throw. To the tight end, and he fits it in on the corner route. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. You're watching the NFL.
34.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here we go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Come on, set.
And before the snap, we have a whistle. And this could very well be a false start.
Ready.
On 2nd down, a run. Well, how about a reverse instead? That's a gain of 16 yards, and it sets up 1st and goal.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see the...
A 2nd effort, and he is in. Touchdown, Washington. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Important spot here for the Commanders as they will go for 2. And he will get into the end zone for 2, and this game is tied.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time?
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Let's go now. Cowboys. Come 19.
Throwing on 1st down is Purdy. That's down the field for Lamb. This is intercepted. Picked off by Mikey Sainristil. Olave is the motion man. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. This one complete right side. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
Here we go, set. Go.
Now they'll set up to throw. This is intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
On 1st and 10, it's Purdy. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Seems like the quarterback was a little predetermined in his read. I think he decided even before seeing the coverage where that ball was going. Next time, read the coverage. Let the play unfold. Don't force something that's not there.
Purdy now on second down. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. Trying to pick this one up on the ground. Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up fourth down. And this one right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the fourth quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the fourth quarter.
He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. A gain there of 10 yards. Good for a Commanders first down. He'll look to throw. To the right side here, pass is caught. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Here's 2nd and 2. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
They'll try to set up the screen here. They'll look to throw. Now he'll air one out. That is caught. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Commanders. Gay to add the PAT. He knocks it through. And the Commanders have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This is fielded inside the 5. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. Now the return man is a bit slow getting up after that kick. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd down is Purdy. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. From the gun, it's Purdy. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Purdy going to put it up again. To the left side, caught by Lamb. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
He's going to let one go deep for Lamb. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down. He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
He's going to look downfield once again. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the 4th, but they will turn it over on downs. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the ground, they go with their running back. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Now, after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment.
Okay, ready?
They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
Shot alert! Shot alert! Set, go!
And a nice run. He's got a 1st down tackle made right at the 35-yard line.
Ready? Hut!
The defense still with all 3 timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. Third and long. Only 1 timeout remaining for the defense as they take a knee.
Matt Gay on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
This is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Again, working deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Purdy now on 2nd down. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
And that is incomplete. They had their chance. They took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee.